found in the corner. You understand me?
I'm behind you.
Well, Stephanie, have you had enough yet?
Enough? Excuse me, but unlike you, old man, I'm just getting started.
Uh-oh, I don't think Mr. McMahon is gonna appreciate that very much.
How dare you come out here and disrespect your father like that? You know, Stephanie, you were always a petulant, difficult child, and I see that nothing's changed.
And nothing's changed with you either, Dad. You're still stuck in the past, and you can't admit that the world has passed you by.
Wow, this is getting serious even by McMahon standards.
That's the problem with you kids today. You have no respect for the people who sacrifice so much to provide you with the things you take for granted. People like me, for instance. Well, since you fail to appreciate all I've done for you and for this business, by God, I'll start taking it back. Starting with your champion's title this Monday night on Raw. I made you, Stephanie, and I can break you.
Oh, I've heard it all before. Let's see how your so-called legends do tonight in the six-man elimination tag team match you set up. I've got some Raw and Smackdown superstars who can't wait to get in the ring against your old-timers.
Boy, these McMahons don't pull any punches, do they, Taz?
No way, sister. I ain't never seen a family go after each other like the way they do.
If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
Following contest is a six-man elimination tag team match. On the way to the ring, from Miami, Florida, weighing 275 pounds, The Rock. From Asbury Park, New Jersey, weighing in at 325 pounds, Bam Bam Bigelow. From West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 248 pounds, John Cena. From St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 245 pounds, Randy Orton. Weighing 326 pounds, Kane.
And welcome to Los Angeles, where the sellout crowd is ready for some Smackdown action. I'm Michael Cole here with Taz at ringside.
Yeah, baby, LA, it's always full of stars, but tonight, they're gonna get to see some WWE superstars.
And not just any superstars, but the Smackdown superstars, the greatest superstars in sports entertainment. Tinseltown will never be the same.
He's going for the cover, Cole. This has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
I don't think the fans like that one too much. I'm sure this breaks this guy's heart.
It should. These fans are the lifeblood of WWE, and he doesn't give a damn what they think. He was one step ahead on that one. That reversal might stop his opponent's momentum dead.
It's so great seeing these athletes compete here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, anytime you throw these kind of combustible elements into a match, you're guaranteed to get a hell of a show.
And that's exactly what we're seeing here tonight.
I don't know, Cole. I'm kind of unsure about Randy Orton. I mean, he's a pretty boy, let's face it. He's accomplished a couple of big things, but I still think that he's about 90% hype.
A couple of big things? You mean like becoming the youngest world heavyweight champion in history? Making a career of killing legends? Having one of the longest intercontinental title reigns of the last decade?
Look, that all sounds fine and well, real impressive on paper, but Evolution was backing him up on half of that stuff. And remember, all that happened on...
The referee saw the tag.
Looks like they got the tag, Cole. These superstars are on top of their game, but only one of them is going to have their hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match so far.
Well, what do you want, Cole? You want to say that everyone wins so nobody gets their feelings hurt? There's the tag. Nice teamwork. Oh, man, these fans are fired up now.
They sure are, and you know that's going to have an effect on this match. Nice reversal. Here it is, Taz. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
I'll tell you what, if his opponent's got a brain in his head, he'll get the heck out of there. Man, even if you end up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well. And having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Emotional? What the hell are you talking about?
Well, I've been in the locker room after a match and seen the superstars who don't get their hands raised. You can literally feel the disappointment radiating off them. It's not a pretty sight. And there's the submission hold. What a deadly maneuver this is.
You're kidding, Cole.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing an incredible display of athletic ability here tonight.
What do you expect, Cole? These are WWE superstars, for crying out loud. They're the greatest athletes in the world.
True enough, Taz. There's no...
The tag's been made and his partner's coming in. You know, Cole, I'd ask you who you were pulling for, and there's the tag.
Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
Oh, come on, Cole. You know, you should let me train you. You're going to be Cruiserweight champion in like a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make Marine drill instructors look like pushovers.
Duh. They're just training people to go to war. I train them to be WWE superstars. They made the tag. Here we go. Whoa! I think these fans have got a little something they want to share with us.
That's their right, Taz. They paid for their tickets after all.
Man, you talk about superstars who ain't got an ounce of quit in them, huh? I'm looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match. Submission hold locked in. We may see a tap out right here.
And even if you can't make your opponent tap out, this will take a lot of fight out of him. He ain't taking any chances with this submission, Cole. Look at how tight he's got it locked in.
I see that, Taz. I wouldn't be surprised if he got his opponent to tap out right here. What a counter that was.
Man, this match is so good, it's even worth sitting there. There's the cover. Man, his opponent looked like a punk with that counter. There's not a superstar in the locker room who can afford to ignore these fans, Cole.
You're right about that. Without the fans, we'd all be out of a job.
You know what? This Cena, he spends a lot of time running his mouth, Cole. If it was me, I'd put a little bit more energy into proving on in-ring skills.
Seen as a WWE...
Oh, jeez. Someone's voice just went up a couple of octaves.
It hurts just watching it. I can't imagine how excruciating this must be.
Quick tags are the best way to win a match like this, Cole.
He's tagging in his partner.
Oh, God. The ref's on Dream Street, Cole. Anything goes now.
Unfortunately, you're right, Taz. There's no one to enforce the rules until the ref revives. Oh, my God. I think the referee's out, Taz.
I'll tell you, they gotta start getting sturdier refs, Cole. This kind of thing seems to happen all the time.
Wow, listen to that chant, Taz.
I'll tell you what, if you got the crowd on your side or against you, it makes a huge difference, believe me. Let me tell you something.
He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle.
Nice quick counter. He tagged his partner.
I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
You're not going to hear me say this much, Cole, but I definitely agree with you. This has all the makings of a nice, long feud.
I don't know how nice it is, but there are certainly some issues between these superstars, and I think this match might only exasperate them.
Jeez, Cole, watch your language, will you? It's a family show.
I said exasperate. Oh, never mind.
Man, you just can't put anything over on these fans.
You sure can. They see everything, and they'll let you know about it.
Man, I'm telling you, from my in-ring experience, trust me, you could cut this tension with a knife.
I don't think you need in-ring experience to feel the tenacity radiating off these superstars, Taz. I don't think anything could be more obvious.
Spoken like a guy who's never been in there, Cole. Trust me, when it comes down to you or them, it's a whole different level of intensity.
I'll have to take your word for it, Taz. I honestly can't imagine a more electric atmosphere than the one in this arena right now.
Man, I almost feel bad for JR and Kane, Cole. When's the last time you think they saw a match this good?
I couldn't tell you, Taz. I don't know if they've ever had anything this good on Raw.
Me neither. Because I guess that just makes sense. I mean, after all, SmackDown is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
And that's one of the few things we completely agree on, partner. It doesn't get any bigger or better than SmackDown.
I love hearing the crowd come alive, even when I don't exactly agree with what they're saying.
Me too. And I do agree with what they're saying, Taz.
You just don't see action like this every day, Cole.
You sure don't, Taz. And we've got the best seats in the house.
No doubt, front and center.
They got the tag.
When you see this level of competition, Cole, there is no doubt that SmackDown's just head and shoulders better than Raw.
I couldn't agree more, Taz. Raw has some incredible superstars, no question about it. But they just can't compete with SmackDown's finest.
Come on, Cole. I know you're just trying to be diplomatic, but you can't seriously sit there and say that there's anyone on the Raw roster you'd want to have here on SmackDown. Looks like a tag to me. I feel like a real jerk when somebody counters you like that. He dodged that bullet.
I think we're hearing the first...
He slipped out of that one. Oh, man, here he comes.
RKO! RKO!
He's super...
And here we go with the submission hold. This could be a pivotal moment in this match. Looks like the tag has been made. What a submission maneuver. You must be familiar with this one, Taz.
Yeah, I've been on both sides of it, Cole. That's the truth. And let me tell you, it's better to give than receive. There's the submission hold. I've seen a lot of superstars tap out to this one, Cole. Here's the pin. This could be it.
1, 2,
This is one heck of a match so far.
It sure is, Taz. What do you think the highlight has been so far?
Well, that'll probably come a little bit later on in the match. When you decide to shut your yap for a few seconds, and I can...
The tag is made, and the crowd has come alive tonight with a chant directed at the superstars in the ring.
Yeah, and you can't let that break your focus. But that's easier said than done. Randy Orton's a mouthy little punk, Cole, and that's exactly the kind of guy that superstars will line up around the block to get a shot at.
Orton's never backed down from a fight, Taz. His mouth might get him in trouble, but he never seems unprepared for it. It's been a long time since I saw a crowd get behind a super... What a deadly submission hold this is! We might see a tap out right here!
It won't surprise me one bit. The longer you stay in this, the more risk you have for serious injury.
He's using that ring rope in ways that it was never intended to be used.
No such thing, Cole. Smart superstars know that the ring is a weapon.
Oh my, there's the submission hold! He's in the driver's seat now!
No doubt, Cole. If your opponent lets you lock that in, it usually means that they ain't got much left.
It sounds like this capacity crowd has something on their minds, Taz.
Yeah, and thousands of paying customers can't be wrong.
That was a smart tag.
Seeing a match like this makes me proud to be part of this company.
I'm with you, partner. You just can't experience a thrill like this anywhere else.
And that's because you ain't gonna see athletes like this anywhere else.
You certainly aren't. They're the greatest athletes in the world, and this is the only place you'll see them doing what they do best. Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, Cole. And injured superstars like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not...
Whether you like this superstar or not, you gotta have a little sympathy right now.
I have to agree with you, partner. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy.
Oh man, there's the tag.
This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
No surprise there, Cole. The WWE fans ain't exactly known for keeping their opinions to themselves.
I think that if one of these superstars successfully executes their finishing move, this one is over.
That ain't necessarily the case, Cole. Just because it's called a finisher doesn't mean it always ends the match.
You sound like you're speaking from experience here, Taz.
Of course not. Whenever I locked into Taz's mission, that was it, and the story was over.
I think you're developing a selective memory in your old age, partner. One of the things that's always impressed me about Bam Bam Bigelow is how agile he is for such a big man.
That's something a lot of his opponents overlook. Bam Bam is very quick, as he is mean. Very quick also for a gigantic man.
He's going for the pin! The referee's hand was coming down for a 3 count.
I don't think this is just a match anymore, Cole. This is getting personal.
Well, what do you expect? They've been beating the hell out of each other all match.
Yeah, but it's more than that, Cole. I don't think they look at each other the same way after this one.
I think we might be looking at the future of the WWE in this ring.
He's going for the pin, Cole.
I don't think anyone in this match has even considered that they might not walk out the winner.
I'm sure they have it, Cole. That's the kind of attitude that gets you beat quicker than anything. As soon as
He knows his opponent is completely helpless to resist the submission hold.
and that means you gotta either dig deep and find a way to break it, or you gotta just flat out tap out. I gotta tell you, I didn't expect these guys to go off on each other the way they have tonight. This has been brutal, this match so far.
Well, Taz, it's not ballet, you know. This is a big risk. Will it pay off?
You know, you can show off for the crowd all you want, but all that does is let your opponent rest up.
Actually, Taz, I think it's a great... He's going for the throat. We've seen this before.
Here he goes. Choke slam from hell. You can't ever imagine the kind of pain that inflicts.
He could pin his opponent right here.
Here are your winners, Kane, John Cena, and Randy Orton.
Hey, champ, it's Steph. You will not believe the monstrosity my father is having assembled in the ring tonight. When he said it would be a cage match, I didn't think... Well, you'll see for yourself. It's just another example of how out of touch he is with today's WWE. And you're gonna prove it tonight, when you beat his hand-picked legend and walk out of there with that title still around your waist. I'll see you later.